Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the grounded Gliscor, your favorite armor holding Poketuber off this channel, and I want to welcome you to another Pokemon Showdown Live. In today's Pokemon Showdown Live, I'm going to take on the LC ladder because that is requested to me in the previous episode by Red Rampage. So I thought, well, we didn't do that yet, so let's actually give it a try. So I grabbed myself a team from this viability rankings, which I like by the looks of it, and also have played with it on the ladder a bit. And this is the team we're going to work with today. We're going to focus on our Dark Spam today, and we're going to use a Alolan Grimer. We're going to use a, Alolan Grimer Berry Juice. 2 Dark type moves, Shadow Sneak and Gong Shot. Then we have a, Ghastly with a Cherry Scarf right here. Does this even matter? Whoops. Oh my lord, I am screwing this up already. I had less left. I believe I had like 76 left or so. So let's see. I had more, like 220, 236, or 236. I'll keep it on that. Gonna keep it at 236 for now. We have Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball, HP Fighting. Then we also have a Volibee, which is just bulky overall with knockoff, Brave Bird, U-Turn, and Roost. We have Mienfoo with the Eviolite with Generator ability. We have a Berry Juice Onyx right here. And then we also have a Rapid Spinner Staryu right here. So this is actually going to be the team we're going to be working with. So let's actually search for a battle in the meantime as well, so that we can actually proceed to do some stuff. Really happy to do LC. I'm normally not that huge of a fan of it because of the more complicated EV spreads, but I would like to go a bit more in detail for it. So as we see right now, mod join sync timer on. As I see that my opponent has all bug types pretty much. He has the Caterpie, Weedle, Wurmple, Magikarp, Sunkern, and Feebas. Extremely weak towards Ghastly, I would say. And also the Grimer a bit. So I think I want to open up Grimer. Looks like a solid lead in my opinion. Oh wait. I'm actually going to go to Onyx because looking at his team, he does not have an immunity towards... well, it's another way to get rid of hazards. So he's going to bring us back to our sturdy. Let's hope he does not burn. He does not burn, which is great. So that means we can get the Stealth Rocks up and then proceed to switch into, well, actually go for Earthquake. Confused when it comes to, please do not hit yourself. We do not, as we are going to be able to two-shot this. I'm going to go for the Earthquake yet again. Scald is going to bring me back to my sturdy. Confusion ends, and Onyx is going to come through. Feebas is going to go down towards the likes of Onyx right here, which is great. Look at my opponent's team. I think it would be best for him to go to Sunkern to pick me off, or go into Weedle or something. But actually, opts to go to the Magikarp, which is faster than me if he's max speed, but I cannot do so. Oh, he is not running max speed. It's a Z-Power Magikarp! Oh, shoot, dude. Alright. Alright then. He has Red over the Railing Z probably. So I'm gonna go with the Grimer and stop him in his tracks right now. I'm gonna proceed to the Shadow Sneak. So Magikarp is gonna go down. And then let's see what he's gonna bring out next. Probably the Weedle if I were him. Because Sonker cannot do much as well for Wurmple and Caterpie. Would be easy for Grimer to pick it off now. Gonna go for the knockoff here, obviously. As Bug Bite comes through. Berry Juice activates, and Weedle is never going to see the light of day, which apparently was Choice Banded Weedle as well. Who are you going to bring out then? Show me your box squad, boy. Show me the box squad. I'm gonna knock off again. I'm gonna knock off again, and that's the end for Wurmple. Right, and Caterpie left as Sunkern. Grimer can easily pick those two off, and that's going to be game at that point. So I'm gonna knock off you again. Good die to Caterpie then, I would say. I am going to knock off the Assault Vest, so Caterpie goes down, and then we also have a Sunkern left, so I could actually knock that off, and that's going to be game. Sunny day! And Potion Touch comes through, so I could actually Shadow Sneak the Sunkern, and that's going to be entirely the game. Good game! Alright, so we're getting plus 41 so far, so that's good. So let's actually... search for another battle as well, because this one was not really that great, I would say. I'm sorry for my opponent, but it really is not. Maybe in the middle of this Showdown Live, I may need to pause it for a second because I can get a call from my job, which can call me to ask for my to ask when I can work. So that's that. Right then. We still have no luck finding it, so I'm gonna pause it right here and be right back with you guys. So be right back. As we find a match, great. So this team is actually pretty cool. If I look at it, it has Tortuga, Ponyard, Abra, Mienfu, Fletchling, and then of course we have Snubble. So alright then, looking at this team, I probably would assume he's gonna open up Tortuga. So I want to open up Ghastly probably, and if he wants to open up Ponyard or something, that is also good. But I'm gonna go for the Ghastly lead right here, as Tortuga is indeed gonna open up as I expected, but I can actually go for the Energy Ball at this point. And if he decides to Shell Smash up, I am actually gonna in need of sacking something most likely. Onyx is gonna be crucial also because of the Fletchling. As he's actually gonna proceed to go for the Stealth Rocks. I do not want to get trapped by Ponyard or whatever. So I actually want to take this opportunity right now to go for my Staryu. So again, this team he does not have a Ghost type whatsoever. So I can go for the Rapid Spin and get rid of the rocks either way. If we can break the gill. Oh, we do not. Knockoff gonna come through yet again. This is the point where I am gonna click Recover. Because I need my Staryu a bit more healthy for it and be able to take on the other mobs. Knockoff comes through again. Not sure if I should recover. I'm gonna recover again. As it gets Stone Edge off, which is gonna do tremendous amounts right here. So I'm gonna recover here, banking on the fact he would miss, but he crits unfortunately. And probably this thing has Waterfall or something like that. Not completely sure. But either way, I think it would be solid for me to go into my Grimer right now. Because Grimer is a huge threat to his team. I can knock off pressure pretty much everything. Mienfu is probably the only thing that wants to come in. Snubble also working, but then he gets hit by a gunk shot as well. So unfortunately I needed to sack my Staryu towards his Tortuga, but I needed to keep rocks off the field, that was the thing. And looking at his team, he does not have a Rapid Spin or something with Fletchling there. So Shadow Sneak is going to pick up this Tortuga, and Grimer is in right now, so let's see what he's going to go into. Is he going to go into the Snubble right now? Get the Intimidate off? We can go Ponyard as well and try to set up, but I'm going to knock off at that point because I do not want to play around with a Ponyard. As Snubble wants to come through, I think it's in my best interest to click Gunk Shot right now. We connect the Gunk Shot and goodbye Snubble at that point. He can set up with Ponyard, don't get me wrong, as he indeed goes to the Ponyard. Ponyard is 16 speed, so it's forced to go for the SD most likely. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my Onyx hard right now. As Brick Break comes through, I did not expect that. I can Earthquake at this point because I knew I outspeed, but this thing is probably Scarf or something. This thing is gonna go for Energy Ball, which is obvious, or Psychic even, but either way I could go with my Vullaby because Onyx is gonna be good for the Fletchling. As we indeed have the Psychic, and I want to take this opportunity to go for the U-turn right now, in case he indeed is Scarfed or something on this Abra. Can also be, of course, Life Orb with Magic Guard. I need to keep that in mind. Oh, we need to reconnect real quick. Alright, let's reconnect. Come on. Connect to me. Thank you. We reconnected. And he gets Dazzling Gleam Off, not going to do too much. So we see that he is not Scarfed, so I can lock myself into probably the Sludge Bomb. Because Sludge Bomb, it would be, well, I'm going to go to Grimer yet again. Grimer is going to be able to go for the Shadow Sneak right here. Alright, big packs, so okay. Mienfoo wants to come through. I think this is my best interest to actually click Gunk Shot right here. Because Gunk Shot will do a tremendous amount of damage, and I can actually follow up the following turn with a... okay, Drain Punch, cool. Berry Juice pops, Gunk Shot connects, and that is going to do a tremendous amount of damage. And I actually want to click the Knock Off right here to get rid of its Violite. As we get a Poison also, I ain't got a double Shadow Sneak at this point then, I would assume. As he's actually going to get a little bit back from that. So we got rid of his Violite, but I do not completely care. Because I can always go for the Sludge Bomb still. And Sludge Bomb is also going to hit the... it's also going to hit the Fletchling still. So I think this is in my best interest. So let's go for the Sludge Bomb yet again. It's going to annihilate the Fletchling, and that is going to be game. So GG to my friend right here. Plus 31. I do not want to advertise. I'm sorry. I really do not. Let's search for... Oh, no, not a random battle. I want to load up my LC, team boy. I want to load up my LC. Alright, we found one straight up, so that's cool. We have... Mod Joint Sync. We have Staryu. We have a Doduo. A Chikorita. Timer on. Come on. Corphish, Coughing, and Phanpy. Most likely, I would assume that it's going to be Phanpy. With that in mind, though, I think it's in my best interest to open up Staryu. And if he goes Chikorita, I can always go to my Vullaby. Phanpy is indeed going to be the lead of choice for my opponent, and I'm going to be able to click Scald on this Phanpy as well. Hoping we could snag a burn, of course. And if he wants to go into the Chikorita, I hope we can snag a burn. Do we? We do snag a burn on the Chikorita, so that's cool. And I'm actually going to hard swap out into my Vullaby because it's going to be bulky as shit. So I would assume he's most likely going to swap out right here. Probably something like Coughing or something like that. But him staying in makes me believe he has something for me. He's 15 speed. I have Regenerator on this thing, so I can go to Mienfoo and U-turn out again. As you see, Toxic come through. It's good on his part, and I'm actually going to go for the U-turn yet again. Because Mienfoo can put a lot of pressure towards his team, as he is actually going to be Toxic Protect right here. So that's unfortunate. I think a U-turn would hit pretty darn well versus Chikorita though. Yep. And probably Toxic wants to come through, so I go to Grimer just in case he wants Toxic. But he opts for Leech Seed. So it's going to be quite obvious he wants to go for the... it's quite obvious that he wanted to go for Protect right here. So I'll go to Staryu, predicting the Protect. As we predict correctly, and now he's in range of a Scald from Staryu as well, so that's going to be good. Crit did not matter because, as we saw before, the crit would do more than 50%, of course, and we did a minimum of 16%. So I think I'm slower as we are, and I'm going to be able to Thunderbolt this thing, and that is going to be dead straight up. I'm going to keep Staryu around though. If he wants to go Corphish, I probably swap out into my yeah, just Corphish. I cannot afford the knock off right here. It's not adaptability, so that's cool. So I got a risk to recover right now. He's indeed gonna knock off, and seeing that we are faster, I can fully Thunderbolt this thing now and keep my Staryu at high enough health. Because he has no immunities to the Staryu's Thunderbolt right now, which means that I can hit everything pretty hard. And if he wants to go Phanpy on this, I Scald it the next turn. As we see that Staryu is gonna... Oh, does he have the Aqua Jet though? I think he does. EOA, I think I should be fine going for Scald this turn. Aqua Jet is gonna pick me off, and we are slower than this thing most likely. So I want to go to the Mienfoo and just go from there with U-turn. And then probably, yeah, it's going to switch out. He goes to the Phanpy right now, because that would be his best play. My best play, on the other hand, is going to be tough right here. Normally would say Ghastly. But if I go for the Energy Ball, we can easily go into the Coughing. And if it goes Coughing, I can actually go Grimer. So I don't see not much use for that. Or even Vullaby. I think Energy Ball is a good play. Can go Coughing if he wants to, but Coughing is getting weakened then pretty fast. And I think he needs Coughing for Mienfoo. As we are going to take him out, we are critting so much with this team. It's not even funny. But Ghastly is proving itself worthy enough. I can go Staryu right now. I don't know if he has the Psychic or not. But we are going to be able to pick off the Staryu as well. And he can go Coughing now if he wants to. Or even Corphish. He decides on Coughing though, good play on my opponent's part. And this is actually going to be the turn. I'm going to go into Mienfoo and I'm going to click the knockoff. Because double knockoff ensures that Corphish is going to be dead. And also that Coughing will lose his Violite, which is going to make it easier to tear down later on. And Slush Bomb is going to pick up my Mienfoo right there. And I think that is going to be in my best interest to go Onyx and then go for the taunt, predicting the Will-O-Wisp. And even if he wants to go Corphish right now, I do not care because I have Sturdy. So he can Waterfall me. Well, he needs to Waterfall flinch me, but he does not outspeed. So he's forced to Aqua Jet. Which also means that if he would go, if he would stay in, he could go with for the Will-O-Wisp. Like he is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm going to go for the Rock Blast this turn. We hit 2 times. Not going to do too much. And I just want to weaken Coughing to the point where I can take it on later on. Slush Bomb is going to poison me, and I miss my Rock Blast. Alright, connect Onyx. Thank you. 1 and 2, and that's going to be the end for you. And you can actually take me out if you want to. As he does not, and that is going to be GG. As you see, that Little Cup battles are going pretty fast, so we can do multiples in this episode, which is nice. So let's search for another one. I am really a huge fan of this team though. This team really does well for me in my opinion. So let's actually find another one. Let's hope we find one. Also guys, let me know what you think of the new graphics for the Pokémon Showdown lives right now. Sat down earlier this week to make the logos and the thumbnails for the series as well. Make it a bit more appealing, so let me know in the comment section what you think. Or leave a like if you do not want to leave a comment. Everything as feedback is appreciated, and that is what makes content creation better in my opinion. Because I still have a lot to learn, but with you guys' feedback we can improve all at the same time. So it doesn't look like we're going to find a match though, so I'm actually going to pause it right here and I'll be right back with you guys. As we find another match, so we are back guys. So let's actually see. So let's activate the mod, join sync, and then the timer on. As you see, Dwebble, Pawniard, Scraggy, Salandit, Carvanha, and also the Pharaoh Seed. Very scary team. I do not quite know what to do versus that, but I think rocks are necessary for the Sash, Carvanha, Salandit, and even Dwebble. So I want to go to Onyx as my lead. As Pharaoh Seed is going to be the lead, which I can fully understand, but I can now go for the taunt easily. So I can actually now go for my Stealth Rocks on my own. And if he wants to Gyro Ball me, that's also fine. He indeed goes for the Gyro Ball. He's going to activate my Berry Juice. And I am going to go for... what is going to be my play? Probably at this point I will sack Onyx. I do not want Brox on my side of the field. I want to pressure him as much as possible. We see that he has the leftovers though. Not the Violite. But he indeed goes for that move, so his force is going to be Gyro Ball most likely. And I expect he has Rock, Spikes, and Leech Seed. Which means right now that I can go into my... which means I can now go into my Staryu because I resist all of its moves. And I can go for the Scald and actually fish for a burn right here. Because there's not really something on this team that would like to take a Scald. As he's actually going to go into the Pawniard right now. Not going to be the best play I would say. But I could go an Analytic Scald off right now. Which is going to do 48%. Takes to do rocks right now. He can knock me off if he wants to though. He does not want to do that. And Burn comes through. As Home Class is also going to come through. Do not quite know what he probably would do. But looking at my team, I think the most expendable member right here would be Mienfoo. because I do not want to catch a knockoff. So I'm going to go into Mienfoo right now. As he's going to sucker punch with fails, and then I'm actually going to proceed to U-turn out of here. So Mienfoo can U-turn out on this Pawniard still. As we do, we need to U-turn on the Pawniard, and we can swap out. And again, I could just go into my Staryu and pressure his entire team pretty much. If he wants to go to Ferroseed, that's good for me, I would suppose. Because I can Scald, get maybe a burn, and then the following turn I can proceed with Rapid Spin. As he indeed goes into CD right here, and he's gonna be needing to take me out, else this is not gonna work in the slightest. I'm gonna take this opportunity though to wait for him to set up more, because I do not looking forward to taking actually more barb damage. As we need Snack and Burn, so Power Whip is not gonna do too much. And looking at this, Scald did 19%, so even after the burn, he's not gonna die. He goes for the Toxic now though. And I think I'm at the point where I can Rapid Spin 2 times or so, and that should be it. Staryu has the Analytic, not the Natural Cure, so that is not that good. As indeed another Spike comes through, but he does not have an immunity to Rapid Spin, so he is not going to get Hazard's off, which was my plan initially. Alright, so we're going to get hurt more by the Iron Barbs, and this is why I wanted to keep my Staryu healthy, because if we let it take damage earlier, that means that we were not able to live. This thing is obviously going to protect, so I want to recover up, as we predict that correctly, and then I can actually follow up with a Thunderbolt the following turn. Because with the Violite still intact, I think we can still live some stuff. We can of course live a Crunch still, and we are going to be able to annihilate this Carvanha right here with a Thunderbolt. And this is going to leave him with a Dwebble, a Scraggy, or Salandit. The Hoot right here is going to be a speed of 15. So I wanted to do a final ditch effort to maybe Snack a Burn on him. As you do not, I do not quite know how fast he is, but I probably think that he cannot, OHKO my Grimer right here. So I want to go for the knockoff just in case indeed he is in Violite, and if he wants to 2-shot me, that's fine as well. He indeed goes for the Drain Punch. Reduce activates. As he indeed knockoff is a Violite, and this is going to be the point where he is probably Moxie. He is not, by the looks of it. And I think that Gong Shot plus Shadow Sneak is going to be enough to take down this, Scraggy right now, because Scraggy doesn't have priority. Oh, so close! Damn. Scraggy does not have priority, so I'm going to hope that we outspeed. Well, it's time 1.5, so we probably would outspeed, yeah. Best interest is going to be Shadow Ball. Are going to be able to outspeed that as well. Indeed then, Dwebble is gonna come through, but it doesn't really matter because I have a Mienfoo in the back still, and a Vullaby, which can easily pick off this Salandit as well. As we're also gonna pick off Dwebble right here, and at least it's only mom with Salandit, and that should be also dropped to the Shadow Ball right here, even though how fast it is. It is Frill as well, so that's gonna come in handy for us. So that is, oh, he's gonna try last his effort Nasty Plot right here. GG, my guy. Because there's no way he has priority to take us out. Alright then, yes. Salandit is gonna drop, and that's gonna be game. We are still now at 11:33, and I think this is a good spot for us to round up today's episode as well. So I want to thank you all so much for watching this Pokemon Showdown live of the LC. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you have not, and be also sure to leave in the comment section what tier I should do next. I'm open to do everything, so be sure to leave it down there. I'm Gliscor, and I want to thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me in the next video that I'm gonna make. I will see you next time, guys, and I'm out. Bye!